standing on the shores of Lake Matagamasi, just here at the put-in. Got the canoe all loaded. And Mason and myself, sorry bud, stay up. Mason and myself are heading down lake with the destination of probably McCarthy Bay for today. And we may choose to head in to Donald Lake depending upon the hour. Anyway, it's a little breezy, not too windy, beautiful lake, and just getting ready to make our way in. So, here we go. Okay, we have just launched at Lake Matagamasi, and we are heading across the widest part of water for the day before heading into the corridor that is Lake Matagamasi to the north on the way to McCarthy Bay. So there's a breeze. I wouldn't call it a stiff breeze. I'd call it a steady breeze. Not bothering me any. And gorgeous sunny day. So a couple hours, should be at our destination, and then get settled in. All right, check in a bit. Just arrived at this beautiful beach campsite, having come from down there. And now we're on an island, a thunderbox, and a fire pit up top, and a nice tent pad as well. So this beach is going to be great for a swim. It drops off quite nicely, and lots of dead wood in the water, and I think I saw a few fish here. Mason's going to like this, and this is going to be our campsite for night one. So, better get unloading. Great little campsite for night one. It's the fire pit area. And tent pad's gonna go straight over there. Gear dump and the walk back to the canoe. That's where I came from. Good morning. It is an absolute stunner. A lot of mist this morning. Mist is burned off and, well, sort of burned off. And it is going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Last night was very cold and quite a bit of dew this morning. But if the background isn't blown out, look at how misty and gorgeous this morning is. Just beautiful. So going to head into Donald Lake today. Shouldn't be a long day, just a couple of portages. Okay. Beautiful Matagamasi Lake. Gorgeous morning. Just leaving the campsite just west of McCarthy Bay, and it's 10 o'clock. Today's wake up was around 7, and such a gorgeous day, such a beautiful morning. Decided to take it easy and not rush the push off. Just heading across a very calm Matagamasi Lake right now, and heading into Gold and eventually Donald today. So that's the way the morning looks. And we'll check in later. McCarthy Day, 10 a.m. Just arrived at the portage into Gold Lake. Looking back where I've come from here, and behind me here. Mason leading the way up the portage. All right, here we go. Okay. Wasn't very clean, but got it done. Just finished the portage into Gold Lake. And what a pretty little lake. This is all of it. No campsites. Just a pretty, pretty little lake. Gold Lake, just glass. It's a mirror, not a ripple. Okay, coming up to portage into Colin Scott. Just around the corner, I think it's just 150 meters or something. And after that, we'll be into Donald. Just approaching the portage into Colin Scott. Beautiful piece of water over here. Muddy water. Okay, let's go, bud. Beautiful. Colin Scott. How crystal clear these waters are. Okay, on the portage into Donald. Just finished the uphill from Colin Scott, and I'm now heading down into Donald, and it's a stunning entry. Wow, the rock fall across the way is something else, and these blue waters, so transparent. You could read a newspaper on the bottom, just about. Yet, this lake is supposed to be full of fish. Look at that rock fall. Okay, we have now launched on Donald Lake, portage behind, and this incredible rock face right here. Probably the highest one I've seen since I've started the trip. Wow. The waters on this lake are turquoise, and with my polarized sunglasses on, I can see probably 30 feet down. Just a graveyard of trees and rock falls, and the odd massive fish. They've been jumping ever since I got here. And so far, the lake just drops off instantly from the shore. It's like a crater. Wow. All the things we never see showing themselves. Looking south on Donald Lake. Heading south on Donald Lake for a campsite on the east shore towards the southern portion of the lake. And it's a little breezy, nothing to complain about. But I can feel it, and it's actually nice because it's starting to get a bit warm. And this is cooling things down a little. So I'm guessing a half-hour paddle or so, and we'll be at the campsite. Presently it is 12:40, and I left my campsite at 10 a.m. So about 2.5 hours to get from my campsite to where I am now. So I'll say 3 hours from campsite to campsite approximately. What a pretty lake. I don't see anybody else yet. There's some campsites towards the bottom. Perhaps there's some people there, but I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person on this lake today, which is a nice feeling. Campsite number 2 with just gorgeous views right up the lake. This is the lake towards the north end. It hooks to the right, back to the portage, and just beautiful. looking west now. Nice diving rock here. Just drops right off. Got the tent set up on a rocky point. It's sunny, but it'll cool off later in the day. I have the gear dump over here. These are not my bags. Gear dump over here. And then the landing spot for the canoe around the back side of the point from the south is just this beautiful rock ramp.
What are you doing? Oh, we better go. I'm coming for him. Oh, I'm coming for him. Okay, let's go. We gotta go. Come on, go, 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 go.
Okay, we are at campsite number 2, which is on the east side of Donald Lake. Gorgeous site. Beautiful put in, beautiful takeout. Walking trails, flat tent pads, well used, but it's a nice looking site. However, I realized when I got here that I left my tripod at the last campsite. So it looks like this trip is going to be a there and back trip instead of a loop trip, because I'm going to head back tomorrow and hope that it's still there. I put it off to the side so Mason wouldn't trip over it. I grabbed my camera. I just forgot to grab the tripod. Anyway, not the end of the world. It's a beautiful paddle back as well. But I would like to have done the loop-de-loop. Just an excuse to come back for next time. Buddy. Oh, you are not a small fish. Second cast, second fish. This one is larger. Oh my. Big smallmouth. Holy crap. Oh my god, that one's even bigger. This is crazy. 2 big smallmouths. Three big smallmouths. Wow. Oh, don't tell me you swallowed it. No. That's a big boy. All right, back you go, pal. It's a beautiful morning on Donald Lake. Bit of a breeze as I head back to last night's campsite to recover my tripod, hopefully. So long, campsite. And into the wind. Honorable George Kingsley Ward, Honorable Colonel, BA, BCom, FCA, LLD, August 29th, 1932 to August 17th, 2014. Loving husband, devoted father, distinguished businessman, successful entrepreneur, best-selling author, and philanthropist. His success in life was rooted in these lands and in this place. Nice to meet you, George. Still on Donald Lake, heading back to Portage to Colin Scott, and it's just glassy in this bay. Nobody here.
You've got me questioning my position. Am I just filling out? Taking space, not with as much grace. Am I a second choice of all the not Rolls Royce? Dresses and lace help me now. If it's not my business, then whose? When it's up to you to choose. Replica or no, my game is a
that's disappointing. Paddled all the way back to my first campsite and no tripod. I'm sure I left it there, which means someone has taken it, which is good. I hate the idea of leaving crap in the backcountry, but it would have been nice if it was there. Okay, so now I have to decide if I am going to camp tonight or paddle straight back. There is a headwind, but it's not terrible, and the sun is shining. So I may just call it a trip and paddle back to the truck, or I may find a great campsite and stay there. So let's see what happens. Okay, back at the put-in, but not the route that I was intending on doing because I had to loop back for my tripod. But it was a there and back trip to Donald Lake. Great trip. I'd do it again. I'd do the whole loop though. And just a gorgeous, gorgeous paddle. So all in all, about 46, 47 kilometers round trip. And great weather, a little bit of wind, but nothing I couldn't handle. All right, thanks for coming along.